Alright, so I'm gonna drink.
This episode comes to you for Spider-Verse.
Or, Post Malone who actually sings it. No.
Miles Morales.
Oh, the real boy.
The real boy.
The real boy. Yeah, just cough into the mic, that's fine.
Oh.
Hello and welcome to the Snapshot podcast with me, Stephen, and Courtney.
Hi guys, I'm back.
At last.
Woo.
Not like it was Halloween when you were last here.
It was a while ago, I know.
It was a little while ago. Yeah.
What have I been doing?
Well, don't we all want to know? What have you been doing, Courtney?
I have been moving house.
Yeah.
I have been theatering.
You've been in a different country.
I've been in a different country.
Mm-hmm. You brought back an apron.
I did, for you.
Yeah.
And you wore it.
I did. You went to Paris and all I got was this lousy apron.
But you love it though. It's a great apron.
I really like the apron. I can see it now.
Me too.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good apron. You were doing you had a showcase as well.
I did, yeah.
We can't talk about that, right? I don't have to edit that out.
No, we can talk about that, yeah.
Cool.
I did my showcase 2 nighs. It went really, really well.
Nice.
I'm now rehearsing for something mid-January, which we can also talk about, but I don't have a lot of information yet.
Okay.
But it's happening.
Good. You've seen Spider-Verse twice.
Oh, I've seen Spider-Verse twice.
I've seen it 3 times.
Which I'm gonna,
More on that later.
A little bit of a snake for seeing it once without me. But...
Yeah, well, you saw Venom without me, and right? Because we were going to see Venom, right? And then the night before, right? None of us we didn't want to see it.
No.
We knew it was going to be trash, but we thought, best go anyway, right? And the night before, I get a text off you going, Huns, can we just we'll still go out tomorrow, but can we not see Venom? I just really don't fancy it. And I was like,
which I didn't at the time.
I was like, yeah, okay. And then you send a little tweet out over Christmas. Oh, Venom's actually not that bad. You ruined my Christmas, you did. I mean that. Ruined my whole Christmas.
But isn't it better that we've seen it afterwards?
I've not seen it.
Well, hun, get on it, because it wasn't that bad. If you missed this, just us arguing, I have.
I've not missed it at all. I've not missed. And the annoying thing is, even though we haven't had a chance to record the podcast, it's not like I've not seen you. So
this is the thing. I've seen you probably more.
There's still been lots of arguments.
Yeah, no,
we just haven't had a chance to sit down and do it.
Yeah.
So I had to do it on my own.
Which you did a great job of, by the way.
I mean, have you listened?
I have.
Okay, did you hear the Christmas one?
Yes,
where
I loved it.
I just did a Let's Play Red Dead without the visual.
Yeah?
No, because my plan was, and I said this in the podcast, I recorded it once already, and we had the microphone issue, so I went back and listened to it, and the entire podcast was using the laptop microphone, so it didn't sound very good. But my idea for the podcast was, my character was on one end of the map, and I needed to get to the opposite end of the map.
Okay.
So when you go into what's called cinematic mode, your horse just rides on its own.
Ah, okay.
So my idea was to just let my horse ride on its own, and then I comment on what happens if anything interesting happens, and then speak in between whilst I'm waiting for it to happen. And that's what I did, and it didn't work because the microphone was dead. And the best part is that my plan was I had to get from one end of the map to the other end of the map with I had an animal hide that I had to give to someone.
Okay.
That I'd spent ages trying to get. But when I got to him, and this is how the podcast originally ended, it was the wrong pelt and he didn't take it, and I was fuming.
You're often fuming on these, to be honest.
Well, I was fuming because he didn't take my pelt, and then the podcast didn't work. I had to do it all again. And it was just
bit of a trek?
It was a bit of a trek.
Bit of a trek.
It was an emotional trek.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was an emotional
You've
trek.
been through some things.
I've been through a lot. It was a
on those dusty roads.
It was a stressful Christmas. A lot of muddy roads as well, actually, as well. Yeah. It was stressful.
Oh, mate.
No, because I've been trying to craft this waistcoat for my character.
Right.
But to get the waistcoat, I needed a perfect deer pelt and a perfect cowhide, and I spent 3 days trying to find a perfect deer pelt, and it was the worst thing ever. And then before the podcast, I thought I'd found it. Well, I had found it.
Yeah. And
I'd skinned it, and I had it, and I was ready. I was riding along, and then I got ambushed under a bridge.
Right.
And then, but I was in the cinematic mode, so I wasn't paying full attention. And then all of a sudden, I got ambushed under the bridge, and I couldn't get away in time, and I died. And when you die, you lose the pelt.
Well, you should have responded better to the ambush, to be honest.
It's not my fault I got ambushed. I mean, it was actually the bounty hunters. It was my fault.
There you go. Don't have a bounty on you. Would have been great.
Listen, yeah, I had to kill him.
So ominous.
Do you know what I missed over Christmas? I've not actually watched all the Bake Offs yet. Have you watched them both?
Oh, no, I haven't. I watched the first one.
I've watched half of the Christmas one.
Right.
And I've not seen the New Year's one.
I haven't either. Maybe we should do that at some point.
Do it tonight.
Yeah, we could do that tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Nice.
that's with Candace and somebody else that I really like.
Somebody else that I know.
I'm going to say Tamal.
Do I remember them? Is that before I started watching it?
No, you were definitely watching it. Oh, maybe.
Hmm.
Tamal. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't him. We'll find out tonight.
We'll find out.
Yes.
We'll find out.
100%.
Because we've got a lot to do after the podcast.
We do, yeah.
Because, as I said in the Christmas one, we are, first and foremost a theatre company. We need to do some theatre.
Yes.
So we need to plan some stuff. We've got some ideas though.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not. I don't think we should talk too much about it because we haven't actually got any concrete ideas.
Exactly. But stuff is in the pipeline.
But we've got some, a couple of things percolating that maybe we can work on.
Yeah.
And that'd be exciting. Because 2019 now we're gonna fully work.
Yeah.
On getting the company up and running. These podcasts are on YouTube now as well, so you should subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yes, absolutely.
I will post a link to subscribe to the channel on our Twitter.
Yeah.
Our Twitter is @SnapshotMTC, simple as that. And then I'll pin a tweet with all the links that you need. We also have a WordPress now. That's not fully done, but I will just link that anyway.
Yeah.
So you can visit our WordPress. You can visit our YouTube, our Facebook page as well. You can go to the SoundCloud, but SoundCloud's been a bit weird now.
Yeah.
So you can go, but all the things that are on SoundCloud are just on YouTube anyway.
Yeah. Revisit them all. Why not?
Yeah. I'll also link to the Twitter, even though it's already on the Twitter, just for, shits and gigs. Just for GP.
It's all good.
And then,
We've got a lot in the pipeline. We're going to see a show very soon. Very excited.
Are you referring to Mother Courage again?
I am, absolutely.
Okay.
Always referring to Mother Courage.
Wait, no. Because you'll be in New York when Mother Courage is on.
No.
Yeah, because
No.
Mother Courage is around my birthday and you're in New York on my birthday.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's going to be on for like a while.
Yeah, but...
No, I don't think you're going to get out of this with the New York trip.
Yeah, but also Mother Courage is an option for my Lowry class to go and see. What if they pick Mother Courage? I'm not going to see it twice.
Well, then I'll come with you, but just not with you.
You're not on the
in
course.
spirit. Yeah, but I can buy a ticket.
What, and just sit near?
Yes, and just sit close.
What if you're sat at the other end of the...
Wave.
Just wave, ominous.
Just wave. Mid-performance, I'm like, hi.
I mean, it is in the round. We will be able to see you.
Exactly. I'll sit opposite.
I don't think it's going to work.
I think it will.
I don't.
I'm definitely going to go, and you're definitely going to be there, so...
I wanted to see something else. I can't remember what it was I wanted to see, but I wanted to see something else.
The same venue?
And I think it was at home. I picked something that was at home. I can't remember its name. I will...
So have they picked Mother Courage then?
No, I don't know yet.
See, you're trying to make these problems, and we have not encountered them yet.
I mean, whenever you're involved, there's always a problem, though, let's be honest.
No, because all I want to do is go and see an excellent
bit of
show
Brecht.
at the theatre.
Cheeky bit of Brecht.
Cheeky bit of Brecht.
Bit of Bertie Brecht.
Oh, I'm all about a bit of Brecht.
To be fair, I do like Brecht. My favourite play is a Brecht play.
Which is your favourite play?
The Irresistible Rise of Terror.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I always enjoyed... So on dating sites, right? Obviously, you put a bit about yourself, right?
Yeah.
And I put down, like, a theatre kid.
Please wrote, like, a Brecht quote or something.
Well, no, because here's the thing, right? So when I met my ex on a dating site, her opening line was, "What's your favourite play?"
Oh.
She's obviously thinking I'm going to say something like, "Oh, Lion King," or like Shrek the Musical.
And you were straight into
and I was in with
politics.
the Brecht. I was straight with like Brecht. I was like Hitler allegories. I'm in.
That's fantastic. I love it. No, but see, if that was me, I would 100%. I'd be like, "This is the person I need to marry."
Yeah.
If they like went straight in with like a Brecht play, I'd be
Bit
like, yeah.
No, but she was like, I thought you were going to say like Lion King.
And you were like, no.
I was like, I've not even seen Lion King. It's hard to see Lion King, isn't it? Isn't it hard to get tickets to Lion King?
I mean, good tickets to Lion King, yeah. Because you can go in the matinee, but then there's a lot of children.
Hasn't it been to like where you work yet? Can you not just like get me free ones?
It has, but it was a couple of years ago that it was here, because we've still got one of the masks in the foyer, and that was when it was here.
Oh, is it coming back? Get me free tickets.
Potentially it'll be coming back,
Get me free tickets.
I'll get you
Get
a
me
lot
like
of free tickets.
the best free ticket.
Well, Rocky Horror is coming soon.
That's not Lion King.
It could be.
That's not Lion King.
You don't know. You don't
That's
know
not
what
Lion
they're gonna
King.
do.
It's not Lion King.
So I can potentially get us tickets to go see Rocky Horror. I mean,
but-
I'm going to see
But
it.
is it Lion King?
Maybe.
It's not Lion
It's
King.
kind of the same plot.
It's not Lion King though, is it?
Aliens invade Earth. A young couple ends up at their house party.
That's not Lion King.
I reckon it could still be the same thing.
So apparently the remake to Lion King that's coming, apparently it's not shot for shot just of the original. It's going to be like slightly deviating.
I mean, are they sure?
Thing is though, I don't know. So they hired James Earl Jones to be Mufasa again.
Yeah.
But how can you do that? And how can you not like rehire Jeremy Irons and Rowan Atkinson?
I know.
I mean, Matthew Broderick is whatever, but
Yeah.
like, I mean, I like John Oliver. John Oliver Zazu, isn't he?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah, I like John Oliver, but it's not Rowan Atkinson.
I know.
Iconic.
Yeah, and Jeremy Irons is the iconic Scar voice as well.
Who's Scar in the new one?
I think it's a good actor. I'm sure I like him, but at the same time, should we have a little look
Yeah, I will.
and just dissect?
I will Google it.
'Cause I feel like-
Other search engines are available, but Google.
Yeah.
I will Google it. Also,
I
like,
just think,
I mean, also, I'm not a big fan of Seth Rogen, and he's like either Timon or Pumbaa.
yeah.
I don't know which one's which. Keegan-Michael Key is the other one, and I like Keegan-Michael Key,
Okay.
so that's fine. But I don't like Seth Rogen. Like, no offense to Seth Rogen,
No.
but I've just never enjoyed anything that Seth Rogen has been in.
Same.
Because I feel like he just plays similar characters in similar things, and it's
Yeah.
like, but it's a new thing.
100%.
And it's
Yeah.
just like. But
It's
anyway,
just not the cast.
live action. I've typed action.
Okay.
Action. Lion King. Cast. Beyonce's in it, isn't she?
She plays Nala, I believe,
Okay.
which is interesting.
The first. When I've typed it in, it's just showing me a big picture of Seth Rogen.
This is how we know it's not going well.
Exactly. Right. You fill for me while I try and find that picture of all the cast.
Okay.
Do some fill. Off you go.
Well, I didn't particularly love The Lion King as a film.
What?
I'm kidding. I love it.
Oh.
It's great.
Okay, right. I've got it. You can start filling.
Okay.
Okay, so. No, I accept the privacy issues. I do not accept. I guess I don't.
Wow.
Do I get to still read the article?
Maybe not.
I don't think I do.
Oh.
It's got a bit squiffy.
Oh.
No, I'm back.
You back?
Right.
Hit me.
Donald Glover as Simba. I love that.
Love Donald Glover.
I'm happy with Donald Glover, actually. Yeah, Beyonce as Nala. Yeah, James Earl Jones is back as Mufasa. Chiwetel... This is like a... It's a bit of a blurry picture, so I'm struggling to like see all
Oh, okay.
this. Chiwetel Ejiofor as Scar. John Oliver as Zazu. John Carney as Rafiki. Seth Rogen's Pumbaa.
Ah, right, okay.
Oh, Keegan-Michael Key isn't Timon, it's Billy Eichner.
Oh, I love Billy Eichner. He's from American Horror Story.
Keegan-Michael Key is Kamari. Is that one of the hyenas?
No?
I feel like it is.
I didn't know that was their names.
Florence Kasumba is Shenzi, which is obviously
One
a
of the
hyena.
hyenas, yeah.
And Eric Andre is Azizi.
I'm assuming one of the hyenas also.
And then there's some kids as the Lonely Lions. We don't care about the kids. Donald Glover, though. I'm happy with Donald Glover as Simba.
Glover, yeah.
Oh, I don't know if you noticed this. So when we saw Spider-Verse again earlier this week, I don't know if you noticed, right? So there's a whole thing with like Donald Glover and Spider-Man, right? So when they announced they were going to remake it the first time for Amazing Spider-Man,
Yeah.
Donald Glover wanted to play Peter Parker.
Ah.
And there was like a big thing about everyone was like, oh yeah, Donald Glover for Spider-Man. But then he didn't get that role, obviously Andrew Garfield did.
Yes.
But when they first introduced Miles in as like a character in like the animated series,
Yeah.
Donald Glover was the voice for Miles Morales in that.
So he technically has played a Spider-Man.
Yeah, Donald Glover is Aaron Davis in the MCU.
Yes.
And in Community, they reference the fact that everyone wanted Donald Glover to be Spider-Man, and there's like a scene where he gets out of bed and he's wearing like a Spider-Man pajama top.
Right, okay.
When Miles gets to Aaron's like apartment
Yeah.
at the start of the film, that scene from Community is on the TV.
Really? That's really cool.
Yeah. Like I saw a video that said that was a thing, and then I looked out for it when we went the other day, and
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, I love little Easter eggs like that. That makes me happy.
Cheeky Easter eggs.
This is why Spider-Verse is the best film.
Oh mate, we're going to talk so much Spider-Verse when we get to the
We
TV
are.
section. We're also going to talk Bandersnatch, and we have differing opinions on Bandersnatch.
Yes. It's been a good couple of months, I think, for TV in general, but...
Not when Bandersnatch is about. Can you guess which one my opinion is?
Interesting.
I had to go back and watch good Black Mirror episodes just to like get the taint away.
Yeah.
I had to go back and watch Hated in the Nation and Crocodile just to like make myself feel better.
Such weird.
Hated in the Nations might be one of my favourite ones.
Really?
Yeah, because I just like the idea of like I like little cop shows like that.
Okay.
It's just a nice little cop mystery, innit? I like it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
No San Junipero, but okay.
Classic episode, but I wanted Hated in the Nation.
Okay, wanted a bit
And then
of
I watched
drama.
Attack the Block afterwards as well.
Ooh.
But I was like, I saw it on Netflix. I was like, oh, I could watch this. Like, obviously John Boyega's in it. I've heard good things. And then like the trailer played.
Yeah.
And the first one I saw was Jodie Whittaker, and I was like, on.
Yes.
On. Get it on.
Doctor Who.
The real Doctor, the new Doctor, the best Doctor. Although now, there's not going to be a series in 2019.
Is there not?
No. So they had the New Year's special.
Yeah.
And then they're going to do a 2020 series, and that's apparently going to be Jodie's last series when she regenerates. What's the point?
But what's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, she's a busy woman. She's got a lot to do.
I mean, good for her.
But I feel like if you're going to be the new Doctor Who, you've got to.
Going to be the new what? Sorry.
Doctor.
Just the Doctor.
I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't really know.
I could tell. That you can tell who doesn't watch Doctor Who when someone refers to the Doctor as Doctor Who.
So is the Doctor not Doctor Who?
No.
So it's not like Doctor Jodie Who.
What?
Does the Doctor have a name?
Yes, but we don't know what it is.
After like 13 seasons.
Yeah, it's like a big mystery.
Wow.
When he was a boy,
yeah,
he used to go by John Smith, like he's like, oh,
right.
I'm John Smith, like
right.
just to like throw people
like
off.
Dr. John Smith Who.
No.
So where does the Who come from?
It's just part of the title. Like occasionally he'll go, "Hello, I'm the Doctor," and they'll be like, Doctor Who," and everyone goes, "Wee." But then that's as far as it goes.
Okay, I quite like that. That's quite funny.
They just refer to themselves as the Doctor.
The Doctor, right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Like when I used to watch it, it's people like David Tennant. He just run around going, "Hello, I'm the Doctor," and everyone be like, "Doctor Who," and he's like, "Ah." But yeah.
Okay.
Jodie hasn't like done a little like fake name yet.
How has she not?
I don't know. What would be like she wouldn't be John Smith. Would she be like Joan Smith?
John Smith, maybe?
John Smith?
Yeah. I don't really know what the like equivalent is for it.
Probably just Joan.
Yeah.
What's the male equivalent to Courtney?
I don't know.
Because obviously mine's just Stephanie.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Is there a male equivalent to Courtney? I guess Courtney could be a boy's
name. Oh yeah, because
Courtney
Courtney's like unisex, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like my name is just an equivalent to all. Yeah.
Just Courtney.
Courtney. Yeah. Actually, to be honest, a couple of years ago I went for, I was going to say an audition, but it wasn't. I went for a flat viewing.
I went for an audition for a flat.
Didn't get it.
Nah.
And I turned up, and the guy like went to shake my hand, and he went, "Oh, Courtney." So I was like, "Yeah, hi." And then we realised days later that his name was Courtney.
Oh.
So I thought he was just speaking to me. So I was like, "Oh, hello." And then he emailed us back a couple of days later, and it was like, "From Courtney." And I was
from
like,
Courtney.
"Oh, that makes so much sense." But me and my friend at the time, because my friend had booked the viewing and everything, I had nothing to do with it. So when he turned up and was like, "Oh, Courtney," I was like, "How does he know my name?"
Who are you?
Yeah.
Help, I'm scared. Help me, I'm scared.
But then it all fell into place, and I was like, okay, we just have good taste.
Yeah. I mean, Courtney's not the best name I've ever heard.
I mean, it was better than I was going to get.
Oh yeah, go on. What was your options?
So 100% it was going to be Robin.
Robin's okay.
No, it's not.
With a Y?
Yeah.
Nah, that's okay.
No. I like Robin for a boy with like IN.
No.
But I'm not feeling the Robin.
I could see you as a Robin. You look like a Robin.
Don't say that.
I could see you as a Robin.
Let's not fall out.
Mine were worse, right?
Yeah.
So, if my dad had got his way, I would have all sorts of names.
Right.
Right? Like, so first of all, Dad wanted Colin.
Oh.
Because, and I shit you not, his favourite City player ever was Colin Bell. So
I mean, that's the kind of extra you would aspire to be, but okay.
You act like I want to call my son Peter Parker Davies, which is true. Peter after my dad, to be fair.
Also after our Spidey friend.
No, Peter after my dad, and then Parker's just a cool name anyway.
Oh, just out of the blue, yeah.
Yeah, and then I also want to call my other son Arthur Morgan Davies, definitely not after Red Dead Redemption, but anyway.
Wow.
No, right, so Dad wanted Colin after Colin Bell.
Yeah.
Right? And then he wanted Win, like W, like YN or WIN or...
Win. I quite like it.
Stop
To be
right
honest.
now.
Win Davies.
There was also a City player called Win Davies.
I quite like it, you know. I love the spelling.
No.
I'd spell it WYNN, I think.
That's the girl version, isn't it?
Oh, is it?
I don't know.
Maybe I'll call my child Win.
Don't.
Either one.
I thought
But
you
just
can-
put the double N.
I thought you were going to call your child Lenny.
Absolutely not.
Lenny.
No, I have 2 names for my children.
Lenny, my boy.
None of them are Lenny.
Lenny.
No.
One's Ruben, isn't it?
Ruben.
Ruben.
Yes.
Now, are you going to use the
No.
accents and the umlauts?
I'm not. No.
Why not?
He's just going to be RUBEN. No accent.
That
no
is
nothing.
peak lazy Englishman, right?
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm down for it.
No.
No. I can't be doing some little things on top of his name every time he wants to go on like a school trip.
Yes.
I don't have time. I'm a
It takes
busy
no
parent.
time at all.
I'm a busy working parent.
It's a
I
dash or a
can't-
dot. It's not a big
No,
deal.
I'm sorry. I've got the house to clean. I've got stuff cooking. I've got to go to work at 7.
I'm the
There's a lot
archetypal
going on.
stereotypical housewife, apparently.
You.
No, you.
Well-
I've got stuff cooking in a house to clean. Welcome to 1955.
Yes, but I'm just saying that I feel like I'm going to be the better cook.
Okay. But also, isn't your other child named Poseidon?
No.
Reuben and Poseidon.
So,
You've got time to be extra enough to call your kid Poseidon, but you can't put an umlaut on a U.
So let's just to give you a little bit of context. Back in the day, the ideal name if I ever had a boy, he was going to be called.
Let it.
Now. He was going to be called Lennox Isaac.
Eisenhower.
Lennox Isaac Poseidon. Which I think's a really cool name. Like Poseidon wasn't going to
Lennox
be his
Isaac Poseidon.
Yeah, and then.
And you thought Peter Parker was weird.
I didn't think Peter Parker
No,
was
you actually quite
weird.
like. You're the only person
I
who
quite
likes
like
Peter
that.
Parker Davies.
I'm down for that. 100%. Yeah.
I want Peter after my dad and Spider-Man, and I want Ellie after Ellie from The Last of Us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
At least my 2 new names are just
I only
like
want 2 kids though, like one boy, one girl.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thing is though, you gotta have the backup right, because what if you're like, oh, I want like I've already got Peter, and I'm like, oh, I want to have Ellie, but then a boy comes, you know.
This is the thing.
So
You're gonna have to pick another
That's why
name.
you gotta have Arthur Morgan prepared.
See, I don't have that. I only have 2 of each, like 1 of each.
To be fair, Arthur's not my first choice. Like Arthur Morgan's a cool name. I mean, it's gonna
Miles
sound
Morgan.
it's gonna sound like I'm a Spider-Man fanboy, but I do quite like Miles.
Miles Morgan.
Miles Morgan.
Miles
Or
Morgan Davies.
Miles Morales Davies.
No,
No.
we're not going all in.
No.
Miles Morgan Davies.
I was
like
playing FIFA the other day, right? And I got like a Youth Academy product, and his name was Lenny Morales.
that. Aww. So if we ever have kids,
Lenny
we're
Morales.
sorted.
Yes. I mean, you'd have to be an entirely different sexuality for that to
I
happen.
would.
But,
Yeah.
you know,
I mean, I feel like at some point we could just be like, you know what?
we've hit 40.
Let's. Yeah.
We'll make a note of that, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
When we
we're
hit
not,
40.
if we're not married when we're 40, 100%. No.
Lenny-
Wait, I'm agreeing to this, but you have weird kids' names.
No, I don't.
You do.
Peter Parker and Ellie.
I'm not a big fan of Ellie. Plus,
Well, what about Eleanor and then I just say Ellie? I don't know why we're planning this is not going to happen.
no,
just-
I feel like then we'd have to have more because I've got very set in stone kids and you have very set in stone kids.
No, the only set in stone is Peter. I'm not even asked about the Parker, it's just Peter.
But then we'd still have to have 3 because I need Reuben. And I don't think we could do Peter Parker, Reuben, Davies.
Can't you just do Peter Reuben?
No, because where's the Parker going?
Parker doesn't have to be there. We should
It
do
does.
I mean, Peter Parker Reuben's not even that bad.
It is. We can't send him to school.
Being called Peter Parker Reuben.
No.
Oh, no.
Ugh.
What about Lenny Morales, though?
No.
Lenny.
No.
Thing is, though, right, you will never find a girl, or indeed a boy, to have a child called Lennox Isaac Poseidon.
100%. No, okay, maybe not the entire name, but I think Lennox is still a really, really pretty name.
All I can think
So-
about is Annie Lennox.
And she's a great singer. Let's bring the Eurythmics back, okay?
No, come on now.
No, 100%. I could easily find a wife that is like 100% on board with Lennox.
I don't know, I'm not seeing it.
I mean, we're gonna have to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
I'm struggling to find someone who wants Peter Parker, So if you think you can find someone who wants Lennox Isaac Poseidon, then I don't know what to tell you.
Do you like Lennox Isaac? I think that's quite pretty.
I don't like Lennox.
You don't like Lennox?
Isaac's fine.
What's wrong with Lennox? Isaac
What's
with
right
a K
with Lennox?
though, not with a C.
Are you spelling like ISAK?
No, ISAAK. Isaac.
No, if you're gonna do with a K, take on one of the A's.
No, he's got to have double A. Isaac.
You are a danger to
Lennox
society.
Isaac.
You are a danger to everyone who knows you.
But no, because Lennox Isaac is a little bit intense. But then my other two names are completely ordinary. I mean, Ruben's.
Ruben.
But
Ruben.
the girl's name is 100%
Right,
Olivia. That's so.
After Dr. Olivia Octavius.
Oh my gosh!
Dr. Olivia Octavius.
This is actually blown my mind.
If you could see her face then, it was like...
Oh wow! So when people ask me why my daughter's called Olivia, I'm going to bypass the cute story of like how I was, well, I wasn't going to be called, but it's a different story.
Okay.
I'm going to bypass that and be like, nah, because in 2018/19, I saw a little film and we had the queen that is Doc Ock.
Dr. Olivia Octavius.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Nice.
So now you need to have, so you've got to have Peter Parker and I can have Olivia. Not Octavius.
No,
bit intense.
no,
but
please,
Olivia.
Olivia Octavius Butterfield.
That'd be so good. That'd be so good.
Yeah.
I'm kind of down for it.
And then our kids can fight.
Yes, 100%.
And we can pay people to watch. No, people can pay us to watch. Why would we pay them?
Yeah, why would we pay them?
I mean, that's probably illegal. We shouldn't do that.
No, we shouldn't do that.
No.
But they can be mortal enemies, 100%.
Oh, hopefully.
That'd be so good.
Would it, though?
At Christmas, they'd be like, ugh.
Wouldn't we rather
their
them just be
house again.
friends?
No.
I'd rather them be mortal enemies than date. I don't know child of mine.
No, 100%.
Dating no child of yours.
Nah, my daughter's not going to come home with a Peter Parker.
My son's not going to come home with no Olivia Octavius.
Your son could do a lot worse than Olivia Octavius.
I don't think he could.
She's got a great name.
Her middle name's Octavius.
It's a good name.
And her brothers are called Lennox.
No, sorry, it's better than your
Ruben.
son coming home with Lennox Isaac Poseidon. 100%. Then you'd be like, nah.
I mean, I'd be happy that he's got a boyfriend, but the one that's called Lennox Butterfield, I'm not happy with.
Why? What's wrong with Lennox?
What's right with Lennox?
It's such a nice name.
Listen, again,
Lennox.
my son can come home with whoever he wants.
But not Lennox.
Just not Lennox.
Poseidon.
Just not Lennox. Oh, but Dad, why can't I? Have you seen his mum? Have you seen his name?
Have you seen his name? It's not going on
Have
the
you seen the
way.
woman that gave him that name? There's a reason we don't speak anymore.
I love it.
It's like, it's the year 2038, we've not spoken for 15 years.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Thing is, that means we break up.
Break
That means
up?
we fall out in 4 years.
What are you...
What would we fall out about?
What are you going to do that's going to stress me out in 4 years' time?
It's a good question.
I feel like it could be anything at this point.
Right, why have you assumed that it's something that I've done? What might you have done?
I'm just a generally quite nice person, so I feel like it wouldn't
Strongly
be something
disagree.
I've done.
Strongly disagree.
I think it would 100% be something that you have done that has caused me some great emotional distress.
Like I would ever. I could never.
I think you could.
I think you could.
So let's just
I think you
monitor
could.
what we do in the next 4 years.
I think you... I'm trying to think, what would you do? that would-
Nothing. I'm
it's
so
something.
delightful. I don't know.
I mean, call your son Lennox would probably be the start.
Do you think? So if
Yeah.
in 4 years' time I have a kid and I'm like, oh, it's a boy.
It's Lennox and I fall out. And then 15 years later, he comes home with Peter.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and you're like, no.
And it's like, you're the reason we fell out! Lenny!
I foreshadowed this all those years ago.
In fact, actually, no. Peter may date Lennox,
Oh.
but I will only ever call him Lenny.
Oh, then no.
And then I will only ever call him Lenny, and I will shout it in my Arthur Morgan impression, like in the game, like, Lenny! Lenny, my boy! Like, every time, yeah? Whenever he comes round, I'm going to open the door and like, Lenny, my boy! And I welcome him in, and then, like, he'll be upstairs, and I'll be, like, downstairs, be like, Lenny! Lenny! I'll be, all the time, and then I'll ring you up, and then I'll be shouting, Lenny! Whilst you're on the phone. And then...
And this, everyone, is why me and Stephen fell out 4 years previous to what we'd anticipated.
Oh. This is why we fell out
After
at
that little...
1:30 p.m.
Yes.
Is it 1:30?
Oh, no.
No, it's 10 past 2.
Yeah, 2, the 5th of January, everyone, 2019. We got 5 days into this new year. And Stephen thought, no, I'm going to ruin it.
I mean, you ruined it when you called him Lennox, so...
Lennox is such a good name.
No, it's not.
I think we need to get over Lennox. I have 2 new names, but as a backup for a second child that's a boy, Lennox. Or Isaac potentially is in there.
And then my other child will be called Sergio Leroy Raheem David Bernardo Davies.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, your family in the future.
There's nothing wrong with my family.
Just
going to
be on the phone to your wife all the time, like, I'm so sorry. You picked him, but I'm so sorry that this has happened.
I mean, I don't see what's wrong with Sergio Leroy Raheem David Bernardo Davies.
Oh, I do.
I don't.
Mm-hmm. When I go for coffee with your wife and your children, I'll be like, I told him.
You just call him Sergio. You don't have to say the whole name.
No. Can I call him Serge?
You can have your pick of names. Sergio, Leroy, Raheem, David, Bernardo. You can have your pick. Call him Bernie.
Oh, I hate them all.
Call him Leroy.
Absolutely not. No.
Call him Raz.
No. I'm calling your son Raz.
Raz.
Oh, that's disgusting.
Raz.
All of them are gross.
You're gross.
I'm just going to call them all Peter Parker. So if you have 3 boys, they will all be Peter Parker.
No, you just call them different variations on Spider-Man. So you call them Peter Parker, Miles Morales, Miguel O'Hara, Ben Reilly.
I could. Oh, Gwen Stacy. Why not?
Yes, why not? Get her in there. Get her involved. Penny Parker.
Yes.
Peter Parker.
Spider Noir.
Nice.
100%.
If you ever call one of my children Spider Noir, I don't know what to tell you.
That kid's going to be so confused as well.
Like,
Like, why?
My name's Arthur.
And I'm like, no,
Spider Noir.
Stop it. Shh.
Well,
at
the end of this argument, I think we'll maybe take a short break.
Yes.
And then we'll come back and we'll properly discuss Spider-Verse.
100%.
And Bandersnatch.
Ooh.
Alright, we're back and we've had yet another half-time fight where someone's got thrown out of a window.
Yeah, but I'm back. I got back.
Yeah, you're the one who got thrown.
We've replaced the glass. We're all good.
Yeah. It's actually been 4 days.
It has.
But we're back. Right.
Seriously now.
What do you want to talk about first? Spider-Verse or Bandersnatch?
Well, I feel like we're going to get a little bit off track with Spider-Verse. So let's go on to that now. And we can make sure that we don't talk about it for the next 3 days. Because we could.
Or we could talk about Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
And then have Spider-Verse afterwards to take me out of the bad mood I'm in with Bandersnatch.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because Bandersnatch put me in a bad mood.
Okay, before we just go off about Bandersnatch, let's just say how much we both love Black Mirror.
Oh, I adore it. Even before it went to Netflix when it was on Channel 4.
Great series.
I love it. I adore it. I love Charlie Brooker. I love all of his work. I love the Screen Ramps used to do.
Yeah.
Like the fact he's married to Connie Hook. Good luck to him. Happy with that. He used to be a games reviewer, so he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, 100%.
Like,
love it.
he knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. I love Charlie Brooker. I love Black Mirror. But Bandersnatch, I did not enjoy.
No.
And there's good reason.
Yes.
So I want to just preface this with the fact that Bandersnatch is an interactive story.
Yes.
Alright. I spent 2/3 of the M.A. I just finished researching and practicing and trying out interactive stories. Albeit this was in a more theatrical setting than on TV. But I've done a lot of research into interactive storytelling.
Yeah.
And it's very difficult to get right. 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Alright. Even the time I did it with you, you tested it for me.
I did, yeah.
I don't think it worked as well as it could have done.
No.
You liked it.
I loved the idea and the basis.
I think I had time constraints.
Yes.
But it's very hard to get right. And this isn't the first time there's been a live action interactive story. It's not the first thing. I saw loads of tweets of people saying, oh, this revolutionises TV. It doesn't. It doesn't. 20 years ago, John Hurt was in a film called Tender Loving Care in 1998, and that was an interactive story. Right? On Doctor Who's on a Doctor Who box set in 2006, there was a DVD extra where you could do an interactive story with David Tennant, and he would ask you what you want to do.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. So 2006, David Tennant was doing with the Grask or Graskell or whatever it was called.
Right.
There's been all sorts. There was a film called Clue, which I think is it's the Americans, what Americans call Cluedo, right?
Yes.
There was a movie called Clue, which was based off Cluedo, and that was interactive. and that was years ago. There's been all sorts of like video games that are live action but still video games that have interactive choice. It's not a new concept.
No.
And in all of those, I think it's done better than Bandersnatch. In my opinion. And my opinion for that is, and I understand that people might say that, oh, that's kind of the point because it's Black Mirror, but I think that's a cop-out. For me, Bandersnatch wasn't an interactive story. I had no control over the story.
No, you didn't.
Right?
It was going the way it was going.
It was the illusion of choice.
Yes.
And that's a big problem in a lot of interactive stories, is that it presents itself as saying like, oh, you can pick the story, but you can't really. Right? Pokemon has it, right? In Pokemon games, there are occasions where it lets you pick an option to say, but they mean the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? So there'll be like a character will say, are you ready to go? And then one option will be, yes I am, and one will be, let's go. It's the same option.
It is.
What's the point? It's the illusion of choice. It's a very like out there example, but it's the idea that you are given a choice, but it doesn't actually matter. And you can say, oh, but it's Black Mirror, that's the whole point, we're not in control. But that's a cop out for me, because the whole point is it's an interactive story, and there was no point. Like, so my first choice, as I assume everyone's choice was, as it was a sort of, I guess it was the tutorial section, is you pick to work at the company, right?
Yes.
And then it doesn't work out, and then you get sent back.
Yeah.
I picked to work at the company again, because I was like, I want to see what happens if I just keep picking to work at the company. I want to do the same things over and over again and see what happens. But Bandersnatch said, no, you can't do that. And it forced me to go back and pick no. It forced me. Like, I hit work again at the company.
Yeah.
Right? And Will Poulter says, sorry mate, wrong path. And then it forced me to, except the only option is go back.
Yes.
Like, it forced me to do it. And then I have to hit no. Right? And there's a couple of times, there's times where, I don't want to spoil it too much, but like, there's one where it ended and then it was like, go back and speak to your therapist, or do something with your dad. You'll know what I'm referring to, but do something with your dad. I didn't want to do that thing with my dad or to talk to the therapist. I picked no on both options, but now Bandersnatch saying, no, you have to do these things. And I don't enjoy that. I didn't feel like it mattered. I just kept being, I turned it off and I had to go back. I had to turn it down. I turned it off. I got annoyed, turned it off, spent 5 minutes and went, right, I guess I'll go back. It's just, it's not a new concept, and I've seen it done so many times better than this. And like I say, I love Black Mirror and I love Charlie Brooker, but this was just not. If you want to go and watch something, or participate in something that is similar to this but better, I recommend you go and play any Telltale game. There's Batman ones, there's Guardians of the Galaxy ones, there's Walking Dead ones, there's Game of Thrones ones, there's Minecraft ones. The Minecraft one is on Netflix now as an interactive film. Like, go and watch anything or play anything by Telltale. That's better. There are some FMV games where it's like live action but it's a video game. Go and play Contradiction. Go and play The Infectious Madness of Dr. Decker. I recommend those more so. Go and watch Clue. Go and watch TLC. Go and see why it doesn't work. Because these things, they definitely don't work in groups. These have to be solo experiences, because if you went to a cinema to watch Bandersnatch and you had a button, 51% of your audience, or 49% of your audience, sorry, is going to get annoyed because they didn't get their choice and now they're watching something they don't want to watch. So these only work as solo experiences. But the fact that my solo experience was like, there was no point. This clearly has a story it's going to tell, and I just have to, like, I want to have a meaningful choice. If I want to keep picking to work at the company, let me pick at the company, right? If I don't want to speak to the therapist about my mum, don't make me speak to the therapist. I don't want to do it. But if Bandersnatch is like, no, this is my story, and occasionally you can pick to listen to Now Too and eat some Frosties, right? That's the illusion of choice. It doesn't matter. That's not what I want. I want to actually have an impact. Right? When I play a Telltale game and then I pick an option and it says, oh, Gamora will remember that, and then 2 episodes later Gamora's like gets pissed off at me for something I did 2 episodes ago, the story has changed based on my impact. But when I eat some Frosties and then I get an advert for some Frosties, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, like, when it's like I picked to work at a company and the film is like, no, but you're meant to not work at the company, so go back and pick that actually, please, if you could. And when I pick at the company, it goes, no, you're meant to pick no, can you go back again? I'm like, no, I picked yes. Rant over. But Bandersnatch, it's not for me. I've got these notes here of like why I'm not. It's just the illusion of choice. I've seen it done better. It's not a new concept. It's gimmicky for one.
100%.
It's gimmicky. It has potential to be done well. Bandersnatch wasn't one of those. It can be done, but it's very difficult. Trust me, I've tried.
I feel if it was in the context of any other show, I would agree. But for me...
Are you going to give me that cop-out and say, oh, but you're not meant to be in control?
For me, Black Mirror, it's not supposed to work out the way you want it to.
I know, but the whole concept is the fact that it's an interactive story and it's not interactive.
But the whole point of Black Mirror is that the series doesn't sort of...
Okay, so maybe Charlie Brooker was going for the whole point of the fact that these things juxtapose. Black Mirror, you're not in control. So Black Mirror and a Black Mirror interactive story shouldn't work. And maybe that's the point. But the point is, it doesn't work.
I would like to think that that's what they were going for, because for me, that's the entire point of Black Mirror. It's not a set in stone black and white. Yeah, so
maybe their point was the fact that it shouldn't work, so that's why we're doing it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't work as just an experience, and it wasn't enjoyable because the fact it doesn't work. And to just say, oh, but that's the point of Black Mirror, for me, feels like a cop-out, right?
But that's just because you didn't enjoy it.
No, but because I thought of it myself. Like, as I was typing something out to someone saying how I didn't enjoy it, my head went, oh, maybe that's the point, though, because it's Black Mirror, I'm not meant to be in control. But then my head went, but that feels like a cop-out. To just say, like, oh, but you weren't meant to have control. Yeah. No, but the point of this whole concept is that viewers are in control. That's the point of the concept. To just say, like... But
is it, though? Because it's Black Mirror.
No, I know, but, like, the point is, it's meant to be an interactive story where my choices affect the story. The point was, they had a story they were going to tell and my choices meant nothing.
And that, to me, is the big thing. Your choices meant nothing.
But that's not what... I feel like we're going to go around in a circle here. Because you're like, but that's the point. And I'm like, yeah, but that's but that's not how it's meant to work. And you're like, oh, that's the point. I'm like, yeah, but that's not. We're going to go around in a circle.
I just think that Black Mirror as a concept does not work in the parameters of these are your choices, this is what
exactly.
Black Mirror is supposed to juxtapose. Every episode has some form of juxtaposition where things shouldn't work how they work, and for me, Black Mirror, that was 100% Charlie Brooker going, guys, I'm going to give you everything that you want.
My counterpoint then is, if you're gonna, because apparently Netflix have been testing out this interactive thing with like kids shows to check it out. It's like Puss in Boots has been interactive and stuff. Ooh. Obviously they put up Minecraft, like the Telltale game.
Yeah.
But my point is, if you know for a fact, if you're gonna have a big flagship show that is like, look at this, we can do interactive stories. Don't pick a show that fundamentally contradicts the point of what you're trying to showcase.
Which is fair, but on the other hand, Netflix is a very powerful company and there are so many people that absolutely loved it. And for them, it did revolutionise. So then Netflix is like, fantastic, we've done our job.
But it's not revolutionise anything because it's not even new.
Yeah, but then not half of the viewers didn't see it like that.
Yeah, but they've not even been given. They've now not been given a fair representation of what it is that can be done.
But if they enjoyed it and they finished the series and were like, oh my god, this is so cool.
They only enjoyed it because they don't... It's going to sound really pretentious, but because they don't know any better.
But they don't need to. As long as they enjoyed it and they had fun while they were doing it, then Netflix is well within their rights to be like, let's give them more of what they enjoyed.
But now it's annoying that everyone thinks that what I feel is a very poor representation of an interesting concept that I'm very interested in.
Yeah.
The fact that everyone thinks now that is the first time it's ever been done and it's revolutionary is annoying because it's not. Mm-hmm. Let's be honest. I did it before they did. You watched it. I did this before they did. Me and Charlie Brooker used the same program to write it.
Yeah.
We both used Twine. Mm-hmm. It's not new, and it's not a good representation of something that is a very interesting concept, but to me also is very difficult to get right.
Yeah.
It doesn't work 9 times out of 10, and I think to use a concept that fundamentally contradicts the whole idea of an interactive story, you're not going to get that 1 out of 10. You're not going to do it.
Or 5 out of 5.
I got 5 out of 5. I got it. That was my ending. I got the 5 out of 5.
Oh no, I went to jail in my ending.
I think I did, but I still got 5 out of 5.
Was that 5 out of 5? Was the jail? Or was it... I mean, I did all the endings, to be fair.
I didn't.
Because I just kept...
I don't think
how it went.
I don't think that's a fun way to do it. It's just sit there for 3 hours and troll through all the ends. I think the best way to do it would be to maybe watch it once a day or once a week and commit to an entire playthrough, have that end, and then come back again fresh and do a whole newer playthrough.
No, I'm not that invested.
I mean, I'm not.
I wanted to watch it all do it and then move on with my life. There'd be no way that I'd be going back.
I wanted to watch it and then never watch it again.
Yeah, which I'm sure you're going to do.
I'm never going to watch it again.
To be honest, it wasn't one of the episodes that I would watch again. I enjoyed it, but I'm not going to say that it was Hang the DJ or San Junipero for me. It wasn't.
Or
but I
Hated in the
enjoyed
Nation.
it. Hated in the Nation's not a fave for me either, so... Sorry.
Crocodile.
USS Callister, I loved. That's probably second to favourite.
I can't remember the title of it, but the one where that guy comes over from America to like test out games for like what is quite clearly Hideo Kojima, and his dad has dementia.
Don't know which one that is.
It's like episode 2 of series 3. The guy comes over to like test out a game, and his dad has dementia, and like he gets the chip put in, and he goes into the horror house.
Oh, the horror episode.
Yeah.
Ah.
That one really fucked me up because like I play video games.
Yeah.
And my dad had dementia, and it was like a really like, oh why?
That was
And I'm scared of spiders, like he was scared of spiders, so I was like,
so you were
why?
like, uh-oh.
Why is it me?
That was the first ever Black Mirror episode I watched.
Was it?
Because it was recommended to me because I'm a horror fan. So I watched it and was like, 1, it's not scary, but 2, I am so invested in the series.
Yeah, no, because you tweeted about it, and I was like, you tweeted like, where have I, Black Mirror, where have I been? And I was like, where have you been?
Yeah.
I think I literally replied to you going, where have you been?
Literally.
What are you doing?
I knew it was a thing, just didn't think I would enjoy it. So I started on the horror episode expecting...
So that night, Twitter blew up with the time that David Cameron allegedly
Yes.
did things with a pig.
Yes.
And the entire Twitter went, oh, this is Black Mirror, but you were like, I don't understand.
I was like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, and then you were like, I'm watching, you went, oh, it is!
And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh!
But again, I didn't really like that episode, so...
That's one of like the first episodes,
Yeah,
right?
from the first season, I think, yeah.
I know that there's one episode that is universally everyone's least favourite.
Which one?
And it upsets me, because, not because I like the episode, but because I really like the actor, and I feel bad that he's the main character in the worst episode.
Which one?
The Waldo moment.
Oh, I hated that one.
Yeah.
It was such a filler episode, I'm sorry.
But the main guy is Daniel Rigby, and I really like Daniel Rigby, and I feel bad that like because Daniel Rigby, he's a City fan like I am.
Right.
His favourite player is George Kincladze, who I adore. Mm-hmm. He once played Eric Morecambe in like a BBC Two film, and I adore Morecambe and Wise.
Yeah.
Do you remember those BT adverts where this guy with long hair was like looking for roommates?
No.
Anyway, that was him too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And he's also in this thing on Netflix I'm watching right now called with Olivia Colman. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh.
But he's in that. But that's no use to anyone because I can't remember what it's called.
Okay. Well, similarly, one of my least favourite episodes was Metalhead. And that was the one with Maxine Peake. And I adore Maxine Peake. And I wanted to love it so much, but it just bored me.
I was so bored.
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting how it was all in black and white.
Yes,
But
visually very interesting, but in terms of story, just could not invest at all. So
actually, do you know what I'm gonna do right now?
Yeah.
Is I'm gonna go look at every episode of Black Mirror.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say what it is.
There's so many that I think if I watched them back, I'd be like, oh my god, this episode. But there's not a lot that retains in my head other than a few stock episodes. But I guess they've done a lot now.
So let's look at all these episodes and see which ones we like and which ones we don't, yeah?
Yeah,
right.
Okay. I'm very intrigued.
This is interesting. Let's rank all our Black Mirrors.
Okay.
Okay, right. So, season 1. We've got the national anthem, which is the one where the Prime Minister knobs the pig.
I mean, should we give them a 5 out of 5 rating?
Okay,
Let's go Black Mirror.
Okay, that one for me was maybe 3.5.
I'm going to go 2.5.
Okay. 50 Million Merits.
Which one was this?
It's the one where there's like a it's like a singing competition, and you get given like...
Oh, no.
I don't remember it well enough to give it a proper rating.
Okay.
And then there was the entire history of you where you can like relive your memories.
I enjoyed that. I did enjoy that.
I think that one's like a 3 for me.
Yeah.
It's like a 3. But like, I mean, season 1 is still good. I still enjoy season 1 though.
Yeah.
Season 2, we've got... Oh, so season 2's got the episode I first ever watched.
Right.
But we've got Be Right Back, which is where...
I also enjoyed that
her husband
one.
dies and then she like grows a new one.
Yeah.
That was a weird one, that. maybe a 4.
I'd go 4, I think, yeah.
Then White Bear, which I don't think I've seen all the way through.
I didn't particularly rate it. Maybe a 3?
Okay, I mean, I've not seen it all the way through, so I can't. Then it's the Waldo moment.
100%, 0 out of 5.
Oh, poor Dan
Back to the beginning.
Poor-
Choose those Frosties again.
All right. Poor Dan Rigby. And then we've got, this is the first one I ever watched. Is it? Am I thinking of the right one? Yeah. White Christmas.
I loved White Christmas.
Yeah, the one where like he gets blocked by like his family. Yeah.
It's so long, but it's
That's
amazing.
the first one I watched, and I was like, what?
Amazing. Yeah, I'd go 5, 100%.
Then we've got season 3, which I think is my favourite season.
Same.
So we start off with Nosedive.
Which I enjoyed.
I enjoyed Nosedive.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll give that like a 3.5. We've not been rating them, we'll just be saying if we like them or not. Then it's Playtest, which is the one that fucks me up.
Yeah, horror one.
Now, I really like this one. Shut Up and Dance.
5 out of 5. Easy, my favourite.
I like Shut Up and Dance because it's like, it's really grounded. Like, this is one that could actually happen.
Yeah.
Like, you get a virus, your webcam records you wanking, and then you get...
Sorry for the spoilers there if you haven't seen the episode. Please go back and watch it, because it's amazing.
Oh, Shut Up and Dance is a fucking...
Fantastic.
And the guy who plays Kenny, he's in End of the Fucking World.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Then it's San Junipero.
Another 5 for me.
We all love San Junipero.
Yeah.
Then it's Men Against Fire. I didn't really enjoy Men Against Fire.
Same.
Yeah.
No.
And then Hated the Nation. I like it.
I mean, it's not the worst.
Then season 4, USS Callister.
5, I loved.
Went on a bit long for me, but it was a good concept.
Yeah.
Archangel.
No.
Yeah, it's
Bit
okay.
random.
Yeah, it's... I mean, it's not because she's a bad parent, let's be honest.
100%.
Crocodile I like.
Weird.
I like Crocodile, though. I like Crocodile.
It took
like
a different turn. But
I like the Bugsy Malone foreshadowing.
Okay.
Hang the DJ.
Loved Hang the DJ. Another 5 for me.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Metalhead.
No, sorry, Maxine.
And then Black Museum. With Shuri. With our Shuri.
Yeah. Yeah. That was my first experience with Letitia Wright as well.
Yeah,
I was
same.
sold.
I mean, I enjoyed the sort of like the little like nods to other Black Mirrors and
Me
stuff.
too. Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was quite the turn as well.
Yeah.
And then Bandersnatch. Terrible. 0 out of 5. Hate.
A strong 3 out of 5 for me, I think, in terms of. But I'm very excited for the new series as well. And we're getting it soon, which is nice.
Okay.
So I'm ready for more episodes. Bandersnatch was like a nice little Christmas treat, but I'm fully excited for the new series. I think it'll be interesting. I just want more craziness. And I think season 4 was such a big mix as well, because you had kind of USS Callister, you had Metalhead, which was like a completely different concept, and then all of them were like totally different stories. So I feel like season 5 is going to be crazy.
So we're coming up on an hour, which is usually when we
It is.
hang up. But we've not spoken about Spider-Verse
yet.
yet.
Do a very, very quick Spider-Verse, because you
I
obviously know how much we love it.
I spoke a little bit about it in the Chris episode anyway.
Yeah.
Spider-Verse for me is the best Spider-Man movie ever made. It's one of the best superhero movies ever made. I think there's now a difference between superhero movies and comic book movies.
Yeah.
There's now a differentiation there, where the MCU is a superhero franchise, Spider-Verse is a comic book movie.
Yeah.
But also, Spider-Verse is... I'm not saying it's the best movie ever made, but it's my favourite movie ever.
Wow.
I think now.
Big shoes.
It delivers everything I could have ever wanted from a movie and a Spider-Man movie. And it's visually stunning, it's really funny, it's got a solid story. The pacing is a bit fast-paced.
Yeah.
But
I liked it.
Perfectly fine with it.
Mm-hmm. It's followable.
Good casting.
Yeah. Great
love
soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack.
Amazing soundtrack.
Yeah.
Both the original score and the actual soundtrack, both top notch.
Mm-hmm.
Stan Lee's cameo is unintentionally poignant but wonderful.
Oh, fantastic. And when they do his quote at the end, a lovely, lovely tribute to him.
Post credit is up there with some of the best Marvel post credits.
Definitely.
Up there, I would say, if we said top 3 post credits, Spider-Verse, Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know, third.
I don't know.
Because a lot of them just set things up. Not of them.
Yeah.
Because these two, I mean, Spider-Verse kind of sets something up.
Yeah.
But it's more just funny as well.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think like.
I liked the Black Panther post-credit. It wasn't particularly groundbreaking, but just seeing Bucky there, I was like, oh, I love that they've tied it into Infinity War. Black Panther's post-credit I liked. But there's been some great ones, so...
Maybe just after Avengers when they all eat shawarma.
Yeah, maybe.
Just simple as that.
Just a simple one.
Eating some
Don't
shawarma.
want much. Yeah.
No. But no, like, it is an amazing movie.
Yeah, it is. Fantastic.
And, like, Miles is a great character. I'm glad that Miles is getting some love.
Yeah.
2018 was definitely the year of Spider-Man. Like, Marvel's Spider-Man PS4 game was great. And that had Miles in it, and they introduced him as, like, a new Spider-Man. Obviously, we had Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Miles is in the MCU. We've just not met him yet.
No,
But
which I'm
obviously,
hoping we're going to.
Donald Glover is in it. Aaron Davis.
Yeah.
So... And I like all the portrayals of, like, I think it's a really good portrayal of Miles.
Yeah.
I think the Jake Johnson Peter Parker is a great portrayal of Peter Parker.
Chris Pine, fantastic. He was only in it for 2 minutes. But
You didn't know he was there, but
I didn't. No.
The Doc Ock reveal was... I've never seen you so excited in your life.
Honestly, I've never been shooketh more than when Olivia Octavius said that she was Olivia Octavius, and then Doc Ock was born. I just blew me away. It was fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah.
You happy with that?
I'm so... Even the second time we watched it, I was still, like, clutching onto everything near me.
I mean, I'm not normally, like... Like, when I go to see a movie, I just sit and watch it. Like, I don't jump about and get excited and stuff. Like, I remember, like, in one of our first podcasts, I said, like, when we saw Infinity War, I was like, can everyone just please sit still?
I did not. But
You didn't sit still?
No.
But when we first saw Spider-Verse together, like, we both saw it for the first time.
Yeah.
When he goes into his little, like, spider cave... And he's got all those suits, and then I knew every single suit, and I was like, and then I saw the suit from the PS4 again. I was like, they've got the advanced suit for PS4, and I was like, it's the Iron Spider, it's the stealth suit from the Big Tie suit. It's oh my god, it's Doctor Strange's cape for some reason. It's like and then like the buggy that he had, and the
yeah. Some films I feel like you can't be quiet, and especially this is why Marvel is so hot right now, because they're just making good stuff.
Well, what's amazing is that this was Sony Animation that made this.
Yeah, but Sony gets it.
This is the same people who made the Emoji Movie.
Well, yes.
And they actually got this really
but
right.
Got it, yeah, 100%.
But the directors were the same directors from 22 Jump Street and Lego Movie.
Yeah, and Lego Movie. I mean, I've never seen 22 Jump Street, but Lego Movie. Not that one per se.
Yeah, you said to me that you enjoyed Lego Batman but not Lego Movie.
Yes, I've only seen half of Lego Movie because I got very bored. But Lego Batman is one of the best Batman films ever made, hands down.
I've got it on Blu-ray right over there. We're going to watch it later, innit?
We are, yeah. It's great film.
Actually, I don't think we are going to watch Lego Batman because there's something I want to show you.
I think we are.
There's something I want to show you.
Like,
I'm not going to tell you what. I'm going to tell you what it is.
No.
But I'm not going to explain it because I also want the listeners, all 6 of them, to go onto YouTube and type in Kay's Good Cooking and just watch it.
I certainly won't be watching it today because I'll be watching Lego Batman, but thank you for that little tidbit of information.
That's what you think, hon.
What you think. It's going on either way. It's such a good film. When Voldemort appears.
Thing is though, Ray Fiennes is in that movie but not playing Voldemort.
Yeah.
What? It's Eddie Izzard. Like, why?
This boy was like, no, not going to do that voice for you.
Sorry, I'm still thinking about Spider-Verse.
Yeah. It's a great film. Yeah.
It's just so visually stunning as well.
Oh, yeah.
It just looks amazing. And there's some really great gags. There's even, like, things that, like, I missed on the first and second viewing. There was, like, gags that I caught the other day. So, like, when Pete's fighting Green Goblin, and he's like, I won't let you open a black hole over Brooklyn. Staten Island maybe, but not Brooklyn. I missed that. That was a really good joke. And then I really like, you know, when Miles is trying to emulate Peter's origin story.
Yeah.
Where he like jumps from a building to a building.
Yeah.
And he climbs up the staircase and he stands top of the building and it's like the music's swelling and you're like, he's gonna do it, and then it just hard cuts him walking back down the stairs.
Yeah.
And then when he looks to the side and there's like a smaller building, he walks back up the stairs.
Such a mood.
Oh,
honestly,
mate.
Love Miles.
I love that.
So relatable. Yes.
He's a really good portrayal of Miles. I really like it.
Yeah.
Shamik Moore said he wants to play Miles in the live action MCU.
Oh, yes.
I'd be down for that.
100%, yeah.
I'd be down for that.
I'm 100%, as much as I love Tom Holland, I'm down for Pete to disappear.
And just have Shamik come in as Miles.
Yeah.
They've got to be setting up something to do with Miles, because Aaron Davis was not there for no reason.
No.
Donald Glover could have played someone else.
Exactly.
But he played Aaron Davis.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's all very suspicious.
It got cut from the film, but if you watch the Blu-ray, there's a deleted scene where Donald is still stuck to the car because he's been like, his hand's been webbed to the boot.
Yeah.
And he's like, he says like, oh, I've got a nephew in the neighbourhood.
Yeah.
But like in the deleted scene, he's on the phone. He goes, yeah, hey Miles, I'm not gonna be able to make it.
There we go.
So like, Miles is there.
Yeah.
Miles exists.
So after maybe Far From Home.
But thing is though, Miles is from the Ultimate Universe, and
Let's bring him in.
But Tom Holland is from the main like MCU universe, and Miles isn't Spider-Man in the main universe. So if Miles was Spider-Man in the MCU, that means we're in the Ultimate Universe, and we're not in the Ultimate Universe. But also, as Marvel have pointed out many times, they don't actually care about continuity.
No.
So
they're just setting up what they set up, I think.
The timeline's already fucked. They don't care.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't care.
I mean, they've just been doing their own little thing. Like, we had Infinity War before we had Ant-Man and the Wasp. Yeah, we did.
But they were set concurrently.
Yeah, but even so, I feel like if you're going to lead up to a massive... Like, Infinity War was such a big film with such a big... I don't know.
Climax?
Yeah. I feel like you should have had everything else and then Infinity War. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, let's be honest, Infinity War and, by extension, Endgame should be the final ever MCU films, to be honest.
Like, we shouldn't be... I know Far From Home is set afterwards, but I feel like we shouldn't be having Far From Home after Endgame.
What I would have loved... I mean, we now know that this isn't true because we've seen the set photos and stuff. But Marvel have been known to, like, fake stuff to throw us off. Mm-hmm. Hulk was in the trailer for Infinity War. Yeah. In Wakanda. Yeah. And he wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
But I would have loved if Far From Home was set in the intermittent time between the snap, where there's no Peter Parker, and it's just Miles.
That would have been cool.
And then, like, Far From Home is just a Miles Morales story.
Yeah.
But Spider-Verse is the Miles Morales story that we wanted and deserved.
Absolutely. And we're going to get a lot of spin-offs as well, which is going to be amazing.
Mm. Should we go see it again now? Should we go?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Alright, let's end the podcast. We're going to go see Spider-Verse again.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Alright, bye. But no, that probably will draw us to a close.
Yes.
But thank you for listening to the first podcast of 2019. Hopefully there'll be another one this month, but I'm not going to make promises. There will be at least once a month, though.
Definitely.
At least once a month, because there's no point if we're not doing one once a month.
No, of course not.
But that's the first podcast of 2019. Hopefully one of many.
Yeah.
So thank you for the
Thank you from me also.
If you want to follow us on Twitter, at SnapshotMTC, I will pin a tweet on the profile of all the links that you need to the Facebook, to the YouTube, to the WordPress. But my finger just cracked as I was making
very nice
notes. But thank you for listening. All the links you need will be on the Twitter at SnapshotMTC. You can email us as well to snapshot.podcast@gmail.com. That is snapshot.podcast@gmail.com.
Yes. Let's have the chat.
Email us with your Spider-Verse chats.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you thought about Bandersnatch.
Yeah, Let's have a couple more opinions on it.
Tell me that I ranted for too long because I probably did.
Yeah, tell him. Tell him off, guys.
Tell me off. But no, thank you all so much for listening, and until next time, see you later. Da 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 da